Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. Welcome to the Spine Ticks After Party. Got some great stuff to share with you tonight. I have one TTM return. I received an amazing RAK from WVOGS18 I'll be sharing. I'll be opening some packs that I received last week from Trading Cards, Milo, and Trev the Shipping Guru. And I'll also be showing some eBay pickups that I've picked up over the last couple weeks. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the TTM. So this TTM comes from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Initials are MH. This is a BMX Vert Legend. Really excited to get this one back. And he did use the pouch. And it's from Matt Hoffman. Absolute legend. He signed all three of my cards. First, we have this, I believe it's Generation Extreme. Yeah, Generation Extreme from 1994. They even misspelled his name, spelled it with two T's instead of one. Really nice signature. And what year is this? I believe this is 2000. Yeah, 2000. So this one's from 2000. This is Fleer Adrenaline. And this is the Big Air Club. Great image right there. And last, I love this because he changed the ink. Signed this one in red. And this is Allen and Ginter. What year? 2011. Allen and Ginter. That auto looks fantastic on that card. So really excited to get this return. Definitely fun to watch. I remember when the X Games were really kind of first starting to appear on ESPN. Matt Hoffman was a staple in those. And he actually had a video game. I'm not sure what it was called. I think it was just Matt Hoffman BMX Racing or something like that. I'm not sure. But I had that on the PlayStation 2, I believe. And yeah, so really happy to get his signature. So thank you so much, Mr. Hoffman. I appreciate you taking the time. Definitely happy to add those to the collection. All right, so next, I opened this a couple days ago. WVOGS contacted me on IG and asked if I wanted to open it on a video chat so he could see my reaction in real time. And so I was happy to do that. But he sent me an absolutely amazing RAK. And really happy to share this with you. And again, thank you so much, Will. This is incredibly generous. Just so many great cards in here. But we will start. Let me get these out of the team bags. We'll start with this really nice Jason Terry. This is full court press. This is Topps. It's actually numbered 510 out of 1499, and I believe this is from 2006. And this is kind of a pretty thick card too. So a huge fan of Jason Terry. The jet is on the runway, and definitely happy to get this one. I wasn't collecting during pretty much all of his career. I guess I was collecting in 99 when he was a rookie, and I did pick up a couple of his rookies in 99, but for the most part, his entire career, I wasn't collecting, so definitely happy to add another Jason Terry card to the collection. And he sent me this really nice stack of Dallas Mavericks, including some of my favorite Mavericks of all time. Of course, we got the Maverick GOAT, unquestioned GOAT, Dirk Nowitzki. Legend, now Hall of Famer. And this is a 2018 Panini Contenders draft picks. Next, the future of the franchise hopefully retires a Maverick, Luka Doncic. Oh, sorry, what year was this? This is 2019-2020 Chronicles Threads. And this is Panini Threads 2021, Luka Doncic. Next we have, this is 21-22 Panini Prism, Jalen Brunson, who's now playing in New York, where his dad is on the coaching staff, Rick Brunson. And Brunson was part of the World Cup Maverick team, World Cup USA team. I believe they finished with the bronze, maybe. Wasn't the greatest performance by America, but hopefully they right the ship before the Olympics start. Next we have Seth Curry. This is 2021 certified, who just re-signed with Dallas. This is now his third stint with Dallas. Big fan of basically all the Currys, from Dell to Steph to Seth. And really happy to have him back. Just a lights-out shooter. This has got some nice shine to it. Next we have fan favorite J.J. Barea. Really enjoyed watching him play. Part of the 2011 championship team. And yeah, this is 2021 Panini Prism. Next we have really shiny Dennis Smith Jr. Shockwave. This is from Revolution. And he was a high draft pick. I believe he was 5th overall, maybe 6th overall. And he went over to New York in the trade for Kristaps Porzingis. Really hasn't panned out. But he's been able to stay in the league. And yeah, this is 18-19 Panini Revolution. And he was fun to watch in his short stint with Dallas. All right, next we have NBA Hoops. This is premium stock Courtney Lee. I'm not sure if this is like a cracked ice or what. But Courtney Lee came over in the Porzingis trade. This is 1920. He was kind of a 3-and-D guy. Next we have Chris Anstey. This is Topps from 98-99. Maybe he was drafted late in the first round, I think. In 97, 98, I believe. 18th, so kind of mid first round pick. He was from Australia. He only spent a couple years in the NBA. But I was a fan of his when he first started out. Next we have Tyler Bay, rated rookie, Donruss. This is 2021 Panini Donruss. Next, I am a fan of Porzingis, although he didn't really mesh too well with Luka. Was still a pretty big fan of his. Wish the trade had worked out a little bit better. This is 2021 Panini Hoops. And next we have another Hoops. This is Maxi Kleber, also from Würzburg, Germany, just like Dirk. This is 21-22 Panini Hoops. Next, we have another rated rookie. This one's Tyrell Terry. This is 2021 Panini Donruss. Next, we have another Kristaps Porzingis. This is Mosaic. Not sure what that is. It's 2021 Panini Mosaic. Next, we have a Donruss Optic Kristaps Porzingis. This is 21-22. I'm a pretty big fan of the Optic basketball. I usually like the designs. They make a great card. And next we have a couple hockey cards. This is Tyler Seguin, This is 22-23 MVP hockey. This is kind of a cool looking card. I don't know if this is like a gold script insert, if this is what they look like. This is the first MVP hockey card that I remember getting from last year. Really nice card, though. Big fan of Tyler Seguin. And we have a Joe Pavelski, and this is 22-23 Upper Deck, Series 2. All right. Next, we have a really nice stack of Vince Carter cards. Vince Carter being one of my two favorite basketball players of all time. The other obviously being Dirk Nowitzki. And was really happy when Vince joined the Dallas Mavericks later in his career. He wasn't the high flyer that he had been previously, but he was still fun to watch and being my favorite player. I loved him joining my favorite team. So love this image right here on the hoops. You see the AAC, I guess the bottom of the scoreboard. It's just a really great image. And I was at the first game that Vince Carter came to Dallas when he was with the Raptors. I don't think he played in Dallas during his rookie year, being in the Eastern Conference. I don't think they played that year because it was a strike-shortened season. But the next year when he made his appearance, I made sure to be at that game. And, man, he did a reverse 360, and it was right before his dunk contest. And so it was almost like he was practicing for the dunk contest. And I remember a couple years later, it was one of the video clips that they showed in a 2K game. And I was like, wow, that's cool. I was at that game. Man, it was a fantastic dunk. But, yeah, really cool image on this one. This is, 13-14 hoops. And next we've got, this just says Panini. Is it just Panini? Yeah, 13-14 Panini basketball, guarded by O.J. Mayo, who was a former Maverick as well. Next, I believe the rest of these are when he was with the Nets. This is a Stadium Club. Really nice image right there. Going up for a nice dunk. This is a 07-08 Stadium Club. Another great image right here. This is Topps Full Court, which I'm not really familiar with. It's kind of interesting that they have veteran right here. And look, he was card number 1 in the set. So this is 06-07. That's pretty cool. Next we have, this is Reflections. This is 06-07 NBA Reflections. Pretty cool design there. Some shine. Next, this is a Upper Deck Hard Court. Yeah, 2006-2007 Upper Deck Hard Court Basketball. I like the design of this with the kind of the basketball right here on the sides. All right, next, this is another really cool design. This is 2007, I guess, Topps Luxury Box. Not really familiar with them. Definitely like the sort of font that they use right there. All right, huge fan of SP Authentic. This is 05-06 SP Authentic. They just make clean cards. All right, next, this is 2006-2007 rookie debut. This is not a rookie Vince Carter, obviously. He's playing in New Jersey. But really cool. And the last one, this is Upper Deck Artifacts. I really like the design of this one. This card needs a signature right here instead of this font right here. That would be awesome. This is a 2007-2008 NBA Artifacts. All right. Next, we have a huge stack of Texas Rangers, my favorite baseball team. There's definitely some really nice stuff in here. We've got a Topps Finest Josh Young rookie. Huge fan of his. This is this year. And he made the All-Star team. He just came off the injured list, hit a home run the other day. And hopefully they can either win the West, which would be nice, or lock up the a wild card spot and make it to the playoffs this year, because they've had a fantastic season. They still have the most runs scored in baseball from last I checked. So definitely have a potent offense and pretty nice pitching staff for Texas Rangers standards anyway. It's a shame that Scherzer got hurt, but it's a shame that DeGrom got hurt. I mean, just imagine if they had all been healthy. This would be an amazing team. Next we have, on the 87 design, Corey Seager. Shiny. I'm not sure what that's called. This is 2022 Topps. Big fan of Corey Seager. Now, this is a card, really happy to get this for sure, but I've never seen this card. This is from the first year of Topps Stadium Club. This is 1991. They had, I think they were called Members' Choice cards within the set, and they had members-only cards, which I have a couple of them in my collection. But I've never seen one that actually says Charter Member. And so I'm assuming that you got these through the signing up for the Topps Stadium Club, I guess. And this is really cool. This celebrates his 300th win. And definitely a huge Nolan Ryan fan. Undoubtedly the greatest pitcher in Rangers history. And just an absolute legend. And what a cool card to get. Love this. All right, next, this is 2022 Panini Mosaic. This is a Hall of Fame. Yvonne Pudge Rodriguez. Next, this is a rookie card of Glenn Otto. Not really familiar with him. This is 2022 Panini Mosaic. But hopefully he turns into a nice player. All right, next we have a 2015 Bowman Chrome, first Bowman, Michael DeLeon. Not really familiar with Michael DeLeon. A really nice card. Never seen Bowman Chrome from this year. Next, I believe these are all from last year. Yeah, these are 2022 Topps Chrome. Yohel Pozo. Absolutely love the 53 design. It's got to be my favorite set from the 50s, with 52 Topps being my second favorite. But I would say that, in my opinion, the 50s baseball is probably my favorite decade of sports card designs. Just there really aren't too many bad sets design-wise from the 50s. But yeah, I definitely love the 53. The originals were artworks and just look fantastic. Anyway, this is a AJ Alexi rookie card. Next, we have a John Gray. Next, we have a longtime Ranger, Shin-Soo Choo. This is, what year is this? 2020 Topps Chrome. Next, we have, this is 2023 Topps Chrome rookie of Bubba Thompson. And next we have this, what year is this? This is 2022 Panini Donruss Optic, Dustin Harris. And I was reading the back of this card because I still have a habit of reading the backs of cards. You know, that's how we learned about the players and the statistics and stuff, you know, back in the old school days. But I was reading on the back of this card, and it's kind of interesting what they say about him. It says the lefty swinger entered the season with 1 home run as a pro, and he ended it boasting a one-of-a-kind stat line. He was the lone player in the minors to bat at least 300, produce a 20-homer, 20-steal season, and strike out fewer than 100 times. So that's really cool that he was able to accomplish that. But the one thing that actually stands out is right here, struck out fewer than 100 times. If that's sort of the benchmark these days, you know, not striking out 100 times, man, are we in a bad era of baseball? You know, everybody sees that the strikeouts are way up across Major League Baseball with these hitters. I mean, I grew up in an era where, you know, Wade Boggs and Tony Gwynn, you know, rarely struck out. You know, even Ichiro rarely struck out. I mean, I think there were seasons where Tony Gwynn struck out like less than 20 times. And these days, you know, the benchmark's 100. Welcome to the Rob Deere era of baseball. But anyway, that's pretty impressive that he was the only guy in the minor leagues to accomplish that. Shows that he has some average, some pop, and some speed, and so, you know, probably a 5-tool prospect. So next we have a Sam Huff rookie card. Was this 21? Yeah, 2021 Topps. Sam Huff. Next we have a Big League Anderson Tejeda rookie. What year is this? 2021 as well. Next we have a Gypsy Queen from, looks like 2018, Andrew Kashner. Next we have a Donruss, Panini Donruss 2022, AJ Alexi, rated rookie. Next we have a 2012 Craig Gentry, great image right there. Next, we have a 2018 Bowman, Cole Ragans. Next, this is a 2023 Topps, Ezekiel Duran rookie. And the last card of this team bag, we have Curtis Terry, rookie. This is 2022 Topps. All right. And the last item from the amazing RAK from WVOGS 18 is a complete set of 2023 National Hockey Card Day set. Yeah, National Hockey Card Day cards, I guess. This was a 31 card set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was only available in Canada. We don't celebrate National Hockey Card Day in America. So this was really, really nice of Will to send me this set. He said he had a duplicate, so he wanted to send this to me. And there are some fantastic cards in here for sure. It's sort of broken up into 3 different categories. We've got prominent rookies. We've got hockey superstars. I guess current hockey superstars. And then we've got legends on ice. And this set has the 2 main rookies that I guess you would be looking for last year. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing some of these rookies' names. I'm not really familiar with some of them. We have Juraj Slavkovsky. And these are really cool. They actually say, I don't know if you can see that, but 2023 promo. Sort of in a gray font up at the top. It's kind of light. National Hockey Card Day right there. Next we have Shane Wright. Next we have Owen Power. And he was the 2021 first overall pick. Definitely has a bright future. Next we have Kent Johnson. Next we have Jake Sanderson. All right, next, this is one of the big names from the rookies, Matty Beniers. Really happy to get this. I didn't have any Beniers cards. Next, we have Andrei Kuzmenko. And the other big name, we got Matt Boldy. He's fun to watch. Next, we have Dylan Genther. And the last rookie, we have Dylan Holloway. All right. Next, we have the Hockey Superstars group. We'll start with Connor McDavid. He had an amazing season last year. Next, we have Sidney Crosby, Sid the Kid, or as Slappy likes to call him, Pampers. Next, we have Alex Ovechkin. Amazing player. If he stays healthy over the next 2 or 3 years, he could break Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal-scoring record. Next, we have Cale Makar. Big fan of his. Big fan of the Colorado Avalanche. He's a fantastic TTMer. He signed, I believe, two cards for me a couple months ago. And he's one of the the few current players that's pretty good at signing. I know in baseball you got Spencer Strider, and then I know as far as hockey, the Red Wings have a program where you can pay, or I guess donate, like $10 or $20 to get some of their bigger name players to sign. But yeah, Cale Makar is free and an amazing player. Really cool to see him in this set. Next we have Austin Matthews. Shout out to Leaf Fan Down Under. Mrs. Leaf Fan Down Under. Next we have Kirill Kaprizov. He's fun to watch. Shout out to Julie Farnham. Next we have Nick Suzuki. Next we have one of the best goalies playing today, Igor Shesterkin. Next we have Jonathan Huberdeau. And lastly we have Patrick Kane. So that's the superstar group. And the last group from this absolutely amazing rack is the Legends on Ice. And these are all great names. First we got Patrick Waugh. Next, huge fan of this guy, Team Teemu Solani. Next, we have Mark Messier. Next, we have Jerome McGinley, who started out as a Dallas Stars draft pick. Not sure what they got for him, but I'm pretty sure they didn't get value, considering McGinley's in the Hall of Fame. Next, we got Ray Bork. Next, we have Mario Lemieux, who I believe Slappy calls the Porcelain Princess. Next, we have Stevie Y, Steve Yzerman. Big fan of his. Next, we have Doug Gilmour. Another guy I'm a huge fan of, Joe Sakic. Next, we have the great one, Wayne Gretzky. By far the greatest hockey player ever. And the last card of the set is the checklist. What a really nice set. Again, thank you so much, Will. This rack was absolutely incredible. I can't thank you enough for this generosity, and yeah, just so many great cards. I can't thank you enough. All right, so let me clear off some of this. All right, so next we are going to open up some packs. First, I received an amazing rack from Trading Cards, Milo, last week. Now let me fix my, there we go. fix my mat real quick. I got an amazing rack from Trading Cards Milo, and he included some packs. So we are going to open these up today. We've got more Morbid Monster cards, nostalgia cards. We have, I believe this was from 1993, if I remember right. We've got Skybox Superman. Those should be really cool. We've got International Motorsports Hall of Fame. And this is by Max. And really excited to open this. This is 98-99 Swedish Hockey League. Upper Deck choice, UD choice. All right. So let's start with the more morbid monster cards with loathsome limericks. These should be great. Gonna try to save the wrapping if possible. Wow, this is Fort Knox. Oh, there we go. All right, should be able to get them now. There we go. Oh, that's great. We've got Kooky Kelly. Oh, these are great. I guess it's a 36 card set. We've got Mad Matthew. These sort of remind me of those old Mad Balls. I guess they came out in the late 80s. They were like foam balls with funny faces on them. These definitely remind me of those. Next, we have Gooey Gill. Oh, these are so cool. And next, we have Charmed Charlotte. Next, we have Radioactive Randy. Next, we have Buzzing Bud. Next, we have Melting Michelle. And it looks like we got something here. I'm not sure if these come one a pack, but this one's kind of got a red foil look to it. And this is Conquish Keith. I have to look and see. Oh yeah, blood foil bonus card. Really cool. Maybe those come one a pack, maybe not. Let me see if it says. Yeah, okay. 7 cards plus 1 bonus foil card per pack. All right. Really cool. Those were definitely fun to look at. All right. Next, we have the Skybox. Better Than Ever, Superman. And let me verify that these are from 93. Yeah, these are 1993. Oh, these are great. So we've got Shocking Discovery. The Return of Superman. Nice. Says Battleground Metropolis. Oh, this is great. Superman is back. Seal of approval. A city annihilated. Tracking the truth. Armored protector. And the last one is show off. That's awesome. That's a great one right there. This is a cool little set. Oh, wait, one more. We've got Chained Fury. And that's crazy. Look at that. Wow. That's really cool. What a cool image. I love those. All right. Next, we have International Motorsports Hall of Fame. Not sure how many cards are in this. It looks like 5. All right. So we've got Sir Jack Brabham. I like the artwork. These are from 1992 Max. Oh, that's cool. I am HOF Rotunda. Nice look at the Hall of Fame there. Next, we have Jeannie Barnes. Next, we have Fred Lorenzen. And the last card is Sterling Moss. What a cool little set. Looks like it's a pretty small set, 40 cards. All right, the last pack, we have the 98-99 Swedish Hockey League. And look for jersey cards from Henrik and Daniel Sedin. So wouldn't that be great to get? Let's see. League cards numbered 1 to 225, randomly inserted into specially marked packs are the following insert cards. Trade card 1 in 21, jersey card 1 in 4,000, autographed jersey card 1 in 38,095, a day in the life 1 in 9, and that's it. So most likely we won't get one, but you never know. All right. These look a lot like the basketball cards from that year, I believe. We've got Brynus Melkerson. We have Nicholas Sundblad. Next, we have Michael Holmquist. Next, we have Frederick Krakula. And it looks like we got something here. This is a sign of the times. Leonard Svedberg. Doesn't look like it's an insert. Looks like it's part of the set. Really cool, though. And we have a World Junior Showcase. Henrik. Looks like Petri. Also looks like it's part of the set. Those are great cards. I might try to pick up a couple more packs of that. Yeah, those are nice. So thank you so much, Milo. I really enjoyed opening those packs. Yeah, those Morbid Monster cards were really cool. And really enjoyed seeing these cards. I grew up with a guy from Sweden, still friends with. He's in my fantasy football league. And I think I've known him since '89, so we're talking a friend since the 1980s. And I'm sure he'll love seeing those cards. He'll probably have heard of several of the players. I'm not really familiar with any of the ones that I pulled, but I'll definitely be looking into the players for sure. All right, so next, I was lucky enough to win this blaster from Trev the Shipping Guru's 1,000 subscriber giveaway last weekend. Or was it 2 weekends ago? But yeah, this came in last week, and I opened 3 packs last week. We did hit the commemorative patch, but there are 7 packs left. And so I won't open all of them tonight, but I will open 3 more. Let's see, we got 1, 2, and 3. And we have 4 more packs to go. So I might finish those up next week. All right. So let's see what we can get in these packs. Yep, not saving this wrapper. Yep, that one's gone. All right, let's see. Obi-Wan and the Bacta tank. Very cool. Next we have evading the security droid. I was thinking last week that these sort of blue cards were some sort of like parallel, but I don't know if they are or not. This is a parallel. Heroes, Owen Lars. I guess this is an insert, not a parallel. And we got this one right here. This is one of those art cards. Very cool. This is the fifth brother. That's awesome. Next we have Obi-Wan Kenobi focuses on the investigation. Looks to be in deep thought. And we've got Leia Organa and Lola. All right, we'll put these two on the top. All right, next pack. Yep, not saving this one either. All right, see if I can do a better job of hiding what's in this pack. So we've got Fortress Inquisitorius Dark Secrets. Next we have Awaiting the Empire's Arrival. Next we have another insert. This is Tala Durith. I've never seen this before. This is another insert. This is Droids, the probe droid. That's really cool. Next we have Perched Above the Streets of Dayu. Some great images on these cards. And the last one, the Imposing Third Sister. All right, let's put the probe droid on the top, along with the heroes. Not sure how frequently you pull those. Let me see if it says on the box. No. No, it doesn't look like it does. All right, so we got one more pack. I can do it this way. No. Yeah. No. All right. We have Leia removes Lola's restraining bolt. Oh, this is sick. The Dark Lord, ready to duel. That is sick. Love that image. That's awesome. Next we have Fortress Vader. Looks like we have another Heroes, Baru Lars. Now this is cool. We have concept art. Chapter 2. And the last card, the Inquisitor's Approach. All right, got some really nice stuff in these packs. I think we had a Heroes in every pack and another sort of insert. So I'd say we did pretty good. Thank you again, Trev, for the amazing giveaway, and congrats again on 1,000 subs. I think you're over 1,250 now. Just an amazing accomplishment, man. Congratulations. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to show are some eBay pickups that I've made over the last couple weeks. I believe these are all baseball. Yeah, it looks like they are. All right, so we'll start with a really nice 1960 Dick Williams, Hall of Fame manager. Card looks like it's in pretty nice shape. I think there is a slight wrinkle, like right here. It's not very big, and it doesn't show up on the back. But otherwise, it looks really nice. All right, next, this is just a common. It's a really nice common. This is 1966 Topps, Cap Peterson. I bought this as a 2-card lot. And the other one was John Roseborough. And he's got an interesting story. This card, it's pretty sharp, but it's definitely off center. But John Roseborough was the catcher being groomed to replace Roy Campanella. And with Roy Campanella's accident, he was asked to be the starting catcher much earlier than anticipated originally. He did become a 6-time All-Star, two-time Gold Glove winner. He was considered one of the best defensive catchers of the 60s, and he caught 2 of Sandy Koufax's 4 no-hitters. But what he's mostly known for is being part of one of the most violent acts between baseball players on a baseball field. So the Dodgers and the Giants have a fierce rivalry, one of the biggest rivalries in all of sports. And during the 1965 season, there was a game between the two teams, and Juan Marichal was the pitcher, and he was going up against Sandy Koufax. And early in the game, Maury Wills got a bunt single that Juan Marichal took exception to. He thought that it was a cheap way to get on base, being the competitor that he is, Hall of Famer. And so the next time up, Maury Wills got one that knocked him to the ground. Didn't hit him, but knocked him to the ground. So the next time, the next inning, Sandy Koufax threw a pitch that went over Willie Mays' head. And so at that point, the umpire had warned both benches. And the next inning, I don't remember who the player was, but Juan Marichal brushed another guy back, knocked him to the ground. So the inning after that, Juan Marichal was coming up to the plate, fully anticipating that he was going to be retaliated against by Sandy Koufax. But John Roseborough, knowing that they were in the middle of a tight pennant race, did not want to get Sandy Koufax ejected. So on the second pitch, John Roseborough decided to throw the ball back incredibly close to Juan Marichal. It either brushed his ear or was close enough to where he could hear the buzz. So Juan Marichal took exception to that, and both he and John Roseborough started jawing. John Roseborough rose up from his crouch with clenched fists. At that point, benches started clearing, and Juan Marichal hits John Roseborough over the head twice with his bat. And he did not have his catcher's mask on, so it's like pure skull. It busted open a 2-inch gash on his head that required 14 stitches. And definitely one of the most violent acts that I can remember hearing about on the baseball field. And Marichal ended up being suspended. I believe it was like 8 days or something. He missed 2 starts and a minimal fine. I think it equates out to like $100,000 or something today's money. But yeah, considering he could have killed John Roseborough, he really got off light for that. And Marichal was asked not to show up to the stadium the final series of the season, and I believe the Giants ended up winning the pennant that year. But definitely an interesting story, and I did not have a John Roseborough card, so very happy to pick this up. All right, so next we have a 1966 Luis Aparicio. Little off center, but super sharp. Big fan of Aparicio. Next, I've sort of been avoiding this set because it's really hard to find clean copies of this. There's a lot of scratching, and at least in pictures, they don't look too appealing. But I ended up winning this for a really fair price, and it showed up, and it looks much better in person than it does, I guess, in pictures. But this is the first card that I have from this set. This is the 1965 Topps embossed. You can see a little bit of scratching on it, and maybe a little bit of fading of the foil or whatever on the side. A little bit of a ding on that corner, but it looks pretty nice, I suppose. But it's Ernie Banks, and I don't have very many Ernie Banks cards, so for the price, really happy to get this, and I'm pleasantly surprised with how it showed up looking. So don't regret picking this up at all. Amazing player. All right, next we have a 1968 Topps Bob Aspromonte. Little off center, but he's a fantastic signer, and this looks pack fresh, aside for the centering. And I also picked up a Sal Bando from that set. Again, off center, very well. Could have come out of the same pack as Aspromonte. Looks pack fresh. This one you can see a little bit of, I don't know, little white or whatever. I guess that's the line where the cut was supposed to be made. But Sal Bando was a fantastic player, the captain of the 70s Oakland A's teams that won 3 World Series. Not a Hall of Famer, but a nice player for sure. And happy to get that card. These next two cards, really happy to get these. These are from 1959, and these absolutely look pack fresh. I mean, they are super bright white, just amazing contrast on the cards, I guess. But we'll start with the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snider. Duke Snider's Play Brings LA Victory. And I really like this little subset because when I was a kid, I had the legendary Willie Mays catch card from this. And I do have the Mickey Mantle right now in my collection. And I'd love to pick up the Willie Mays at some point again. But was very happy to get these in such incredible shape. I mean, I swear this might grade an 8 in my mind. It looks that nice. I mean, I guess it's got a little bit of a wax stain or something on the back, but aside from that, yeah, looks fantastic. Maybe a 7, I guess, with that stain, but super sharp, bright white borders. Don't see too many bubbles, print bubbles or anything like that. Fish eyes, I guess they're called. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous card. And I also got the Rocky Colavito. Colavito's great catch saves game. And again, this just looks amazing. Centering is fantastic. Bright white. Not too many fish eyes or anything like that in the image. Just a gorgeous looking card. And I guess it's got a little bit of a stain on the back as well. But man, gorgeous, gorgeous examples of these cards. Really happy to get those. All right, so these two actually came in today. I haven't switched them out of the card savers. They came in. I'm sort of a fan of this set. I don't have a whole lot of them, but I'm sort of a fan of the set based on the fact that the company just kind of lets the image do the talking. There's nothing else to detract the eye, distract the eye, I guess. And these kind of remind me of, was it 53 Bowman or something like that? But, you know, a more modern version of that. But I picked up a couple cards from the SSPC set, which the copyright's 75, but we know this came out in 76. And so I picked up the Willie Mays. At this point, he's retired. He's a coach. But, I mean, it's a Willie Mays. And it's a great image. It says SSPC 1975, but there are some stats on the back of cards that show that this came out after the season had ended, but probably before 76 started. And this next card was a card that I've sort of been keeping an eye on for a while. Just love the image on this card and really happy to finally have it in the collection. And this is great. George Brett now Cowens. And just look at George Brett. That's hysterical. Just love that image. And of course, George Brett's rookie year was 1975, or rookie card was 1975. And so this is just after his rookie year. And I just love that he's kind of being goofy in that image. And yeah, it's just an amazing image. Love that. Really happy to get this card in my collection. What a great card. And the back is a checklist. And I guess how you can subscribe to Collectors Quarterly. $1.50 an issue. $4 per year. I'm definitely happy to get this card in the collection. Second year George Brett. Love it. All right, so the last few cards that I'm going to show. These are larger cards, so hopefully they show up on camera. Big fan of exhibit cards. I know Stuke is a huge collector of these. I don't have too many in my collection. The biggest name is probably Hank Greenberg that I have. What was it, 38 to 46, I guess that series. These are from 47 to 66, but there's a great website, I don't remember what it's called, where they give you sort of a breakdown of how to differentiate different years of these exhibits. And so I've tried to do my best to, with what they say about it, try to guess what year these actually came out, because they do kind of change some things on the card. And so I'm assuming that this one's from 1950, but I could be wrong. But I'm not wrong about the player. This guy was amazing. This is Warren Spahn. And I believe this one came out in 1950, just based on the fact that it says Made in USA and it's in all caps. And I think it was like 7/16 or 7/16 or something like that. Yeah, so I believe this one's from 1950. It shows him with the Boston Braves. And just a fantastic example of this card. It's a little bit of browning around the edges, but aside from that, gorgeous card. Really happy to get another Spahn card into my collection. And there are several different examples of this. I know there's some with the M on the cap for the Milwaukee Braves. And yeah, really happy to get this. And I picked up another exhibit, and this one I believe to be from 1959. And it's Larry Doby. And this one says printed in the USA with upper and lower case. Yeah, this is Larry Doby with the signature right here, as opposed to the printed name. So I believe this is 1959, but again, I might be wrong. But Larry Doby, a legend. And this is I believe my first Larry Doby card. So very happy to get a Doby card into my collection. It doesn't have the same staining around the edges as the Spahn. Looks a little bit nicer on the back, but definitely in really nice condition with great eye appeal on the front. Very happy to get that. And a set that I've really sort of become a fan of, and I've started to pick up some cards for, is the 1964 Topps Giants. And I know that these were massively overproduced, and there are stories of these still being sold at stadiums, as late as, like the mid 70s. So there were certainly many, many, many of these. But you can find these in absolutely amazing condition, and there are some great names in the set. The set isn't very large, and I would honestly like to sort of piece the set together if I'm able to. But I did pick up 3 cards from the set. They're all Hall of Famers. And I will start with this gorgeous Whitey Ford. Really nice centering on this one. Really nothing wrong with it at all. And there's the back. Just a gorgeous Whitey Ford card. And next, this one is definitely off center, but it's super sharp. And the centering on the back isn't too bad. We have Al Kaline, Hall of Famer. That's a great image. And there's the back. And the front again. And the last card that I will be showing in this week's video is a guy that I am a collector of and a huge fan of, Orlando Cepeda, Baby Bull. And this card looks fantastic. Little off left to right, but top to bottom looks pretty nice. Gorgeous image. And the back looks nice. And definitely happy to add another Cepeda card to the collection. So that's all I have for you tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And everybody that is at the Spine Ticks after party, I appreciate you coming by, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. And until next week, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.